Hey guys, Joel here, and welcome back to an episode. So today's episode, I'm going to talk more about Live Alive. Well, a full review, I should say, on Live Alive. I know I mentioned that in my last video that I'm gonna have like pretty much have like a little roadmap or whatever the videos I'm gonna do for this month. I might instead do four, but not three. But I'll see about that. If not, then definitely my next and final video for this month is gonna be my pickups video after Black Friday. So far, I actually got two new games, but I'm gonna wait till when I get some more after Black Friday. Then I can do like a full pickups video for you guys and everything like that. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, so anyways, back to Live Alive on the Nintendo Switch, on the OG Switch, the Switch 1, the one with real, true physical content. The one that's cheaper. Well, all right, let me not keep going on. So you could piss you guys off, but Switch 2 owners, I don't want to piss you guys off, I don't care, but still. But anyways, let me show you guys out right now. I have the game in and everything like that. Do like this artwork, by the way. I think I mentioned that before when I showed you guys and everything. Actually, no, I don't think I opened it that time when I showed you guys. Yeah, I don't think I took out the plastic yet. But yeah, and there's a bag with each of the characters and different eras and everything like that you go to. So yeah, so man, yeah, after beating the game, well, I guess you could say partially beating the game because now I'm in the Middle Ages era, which I guess is like the true era of the game, and it's a final chapter. But now it's like the thing is in reverse, where you can play as each character in the Dark Realm or whatever. Like you can say like the evil like version or whatever like that of the Middle Ages, because after the dark ruler Odie took over and everything like that, and now you gotta like save the world or whatever like that in the Middle Age era. So I played it with one so far and I beat the game with him. So now I'm playing it with the other one, the ninja dude. I forgot his name, so I'm playing as. But the first guy I played as, I think his name was Orsted. How do you pronounce his name? He was a new character I unlocked after I beat it with everyone else first, and I unlocked him for the Middle Ages. And at the end, he pretty much became the Dark Lord or whatever like that, which is cool. So you actually get to play as a bad guy. But yeah, actually sorry to be a spoiler for anybody who hasn't played this game yet. But yeah, so I'm not gonna talk much more about that. So what's it? I'm just gonna say, yeah, you just do the roles in reverse now, for each person you beat the game with earlier. You're now doing reverse for the Middle Age Dark era, I want to call it, with the Dark Ruler now that took over and stuff like that. So right now I'm playing it with the ninja dude because he was the first one I actually started, like I played with first, because I always like ninjas and everything like that. Like when it comes to, I guess you like I can say it like in a class version, like how it is in Final Fantasy Tactics. I'll just say like my favorites is always like the ninja class, the thief class, pretty much like the agile, like stealth type of people who hide in the shadows and have have high agility. The attack speed is really high, or they can do like one hit kills if they sneak behind you. Always like classes like that in games and everything like that. So yes, I'm a big fan of like ninjas and thieves and stuff like that in games and stuff. It's just like much more cool to play with, and because since I like to play games more stealth instead of running in there guns blazing or whatever like that, or knives slashing or whatever, I like to like do things a little bit more like quieter or whatever. So that's why I've always been a big fan like Tenchu and Tenchu series and Hitman and stuff like that. And Metal Gear and everything. But yeah. So but anyway, so yeah, back to Live Alive. So yeah, after partially beat, I'm gonna say, and everything like that, I really liked the game. I really enjoyed the game. The only negative I really had was I really feel like I wish there was more to each era. I feel like I thought at the time like it was gonna be something similar to Octopath Traveler or whatever like that. Like you can just like play a story here and there, and then you choose your main character, and then after that you meet the other characters along the way. But it's not like that. It's just you just play that one chapter, which I thought was a prologue, and after that then you play a full game after you do it. That's not the case and everything like that. So it's like a little short, I'm just gonna say like a short like prologue, an introduction of the character or whatever like that, and what they did, in each era, and then that's it. It's a really small like world map. There's not really much exploring. Some of the characters are only confined to like one area or like a town or whatever. Like the dude, I forgot his name, the one in the Wild West and everything like that. He just confined to a town. There's no real map or whatever like that. So I wasn't a big fan of that. I wish there was more to it than that. Like how there's an Octopath Traveler where there's a huge map to explore and everything like that. You can go around, you have a boat and everything like that. You can just, like really search around and just, enjoy the world and everything like that. This game honestly doesn't really have it, with only the exception of some like like some characters' eras, like how it is with the Middle Age era that I'm in right now. There's this, like, I guess, yeah, it's kind of like a real map, not really like a. I guess you could say like a real map. I was gonna say it's not really a real map. It's like little small like map of like the like a little forest area. Then you just when you're running along to the left or the right, you go to the town or whatever, something like that. So this I would call it a road map, but just like a really small or linear road map. Let's just call it that. So some characters do have that in their worlds as well and everything. But what I really want to say is I do like each era because it really reminded me a lot of like Chrono Trigger and Star Ocean, everything like that. And I would say my favorite ones, like that I really liked. I really like the Wild West one. The reason why I like that era because when I was playing when I was playing that guy's chapter, cause I forgot his name, when I was playing his chapter and everything, it really reminded me a lot of the Wild Arms games, specifically with Wild Arms 1 and 2. And like damn, like I just felt so much nostalgia playing it and like playing that world, and I just felt like kind of like damn, like nostalgic and sad and everything. Like damn, I need to go out there and get Wild Arms, those two Wild Arms games soon, and everything like that. I really need to get them and not go out there because order I should say and everything like that. I could go out there. There's retro game stores I could check out, but I do want to go and I do want to get those games again and everything like actually well the first one I kind of have because I just remember I have the remastered version, the repo version, reproductive version, if I should say, on the PS2. I showed you guys a while back, so I do have one technically. I need to go and play that game now we talk about it. Now I'm talking about it, and yeah, Wild Arms 2 I need to get. That was a really good one. 3 wasn't bad either, but the first two was my favorites. First two was my favorites, and I think the other one, which I think was 4, because I'm trying to remember which one it was with the it's like the kid. He had like kind of like a jacket or whatever on the front cover of the game, and I do remember there was this group, this evil like faction or whatever you want to call it, called Brionac or whatever like that. I'm trying to remember which one that was. If that was 4 or was it 5? I don't remember how many Wild Arms there were, but I think it was 4. I think it was. I don't remember. But yeah, just correct me if I'm wrong on that one. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, but his era reminded me a lot of the Wild Arms games and everything like that. So it's really cool playing that one. So far in the middle age era, and it reminds me a lot of like a lot of old school RPGs I played in the past on the PS1 days. That's what it definitely reminds me of, and everything. Um, and what's it? The prehistoric era, whatever like that, the age of like the dinosaurs and everything like that. That was really a nice one too, with the main character for that chapter, his chapter named Pogo. I remember his name. That's a funny name. But I really like that one, and I like that they don't speak any language or whatever because of course that was the ancient time, the old times. They didn't know how to speak or write or whatever like that. So I thought that was cool that like with that little change they did with that chapter and everything because all the other chapters everyone talks and everything like that. So I thought that was cool. It definitely reminded me of Chrono Trigger, especially when you go to the prehistoric era in Chrono Trigger when you meet that girl. I forgot her name, the one that she reminds me a lot of like Pogo in this game and everything, where she like runs like kind of like runs like an animal and everything like that. I forgot her name and stuff like that, but yeah. So he reminds me of her and everything, and his era reminds me of that era in Chrono Trigger. So I do like that one. The other one with his name was Cube, the robot that the guy in the ship made. It's from the distinct era where there was like in a ship heading back to Earth or whatever like that. That one was really good because what I liked about that one is because it reminded me of Star Ocean, but it had horror elements to it. It was like Star Ocean meets a horror, like Star Ocean meets Alien Isolation, whatever like that. I like what the hell, like I wasn't expecting that, but it was really cool. That was really nice because he had like this monster or whatever, like this like I wouldn't really call it an alien, but like an alien. It's just like some monsters, like some beast or whatever. I guess they captured it from somewhere else. And this guy on the ship who was that was transporting the monster that he caught, he was with us on that ship. He wasn't part of our crew. He was like somebody who worked for some, I don't know, some mercenaries or whatever like that. He was the one that was like he the one who caught it, and he was in charge of like watching over it and everything and stuff like that until they get back to Earth and everything like that. And but he was actually like a secret agent or whatever because we found out in his room and one of the quarters he was using that he was like they told him like if the monster gets loose, not to help the people on the ship, just let it kill them because so it can gather the data or whatever like that. So like damn, this reminded me a lot of Resident Evil and everything like that with Wesker and everything, like how he was always like against us from the very beginning. He was not on our side. He wanted us to die and everything so you can collect that data and everything for Umbrella. That's what it reminded me of and everything like that. But yeah, even though I didn't say I wasn't gonna spoil anything, I still talked about more. So like I said, if you guys don't want anything about the game, then yeah, don't watch this because yeah, since the spoilers in it and everything like that, I should say that from the beginning. But I mean, I couldn't just put it in the comments or whatever like that, and just tag it, highlight I should say for you guys, pin it. And but yeah, it reminded me a lot of like a horror type thing with Star Ocean. I really like that era a lot. That was really cool and everything like that. It's crazy. Kind of left his for last. Kind of like I don't want to play as a damn robot, but his was actually really interesting though. I was really interested. I liked his a lot. Really was cool. And yeah, so I like that. With the monster that got loose and there was only two people who survived. Well, three. Me, the robot cube, the guy who created him, that built him from scratch. He survived, and the same mercenary dude or whatever, he survived or whatever. Like I guess he at the end he had a change of heart and he became good and whatever. So he actually saved us and everything. He killed the beast and everything like that. Since he had like all the like good weapons on him, the high power stuff that we didn't have because it was like a regular like transport ship. There wasn't like an army ship or whatever like that, and they wasn't prepared for that. So yeah, so I thought that was cool, and also with the whole AI thing with the machine, the ship going like rogue on us and everything, and like we had to find a way to like hack into the system in order to stop it. I thought that was really cool and everything like that. This makes me think also like with AI, another reason why I don't like it because of shit like that. Watch things like that is like, yeah, you can't trust that. You can't trust that. Especially people who's really relying on that shit nowadays, especially in this country. Like I still do things like manually old school, so I don't like rely on that stuff at all. I try to deactivate as much as I can of AI on my phone and on my laptop because like I said, it's everywhere. Like I said in my last video. But yeah, so I really liked his story. I'm trying to think of who else. Let's see who else was good. The ninjas that was in Edo, Japan. That one was really cool too. I really like that one. It definitely reminded me of like Chenshu and those type of games like that with that era and everything. Oh yeah, the Chinese dude in Imperial China. That one was cool too. I always was fascinated with Imperial China. Like I always liked like learning about that. I always like games like that, like with the Dynasty Warrior games and the Romance of the Three Kingdom games, and all that stuff, because all those take place in China, if I'm not mistaken, and everything like that. So yeah, so who else? The near future was the guy with the robots and everything. Kind of reminded me of like an anime in a way. Like I don't know, I was getting Dragon Ball Z vibes with that era. That one wasn't bad. It was okay. I would say. I mean, it wasn't. I would say it was good too. I would say the weakest to me was this dude. I don't remember his name, but the wrestler from the present day and everything. I wasn't too big on it. The only thing I really like was that I like that each person was fighting like in that little tournament they had. I like how it went to like kind of like the old school like the 2D Street Fighters and everything where you select the your opponent to fight or whatever like that. I thought that was really cool. I don't know if you can even see it right here on the bottom, whatever like that. You can see like how you can select the characters like how it's old school, kind of like blurring out so you can't really see it well. But yeah, because honestly, I don't have any more footage. I don't actually. I just remember I did show you guys this. What I'm talking about. I just remember I had some footage for you guys. I showed you and everything with like the boss battles and everything like that. I just remember, but that's old footage. I don't have anything new of like everybody else, sadly. So I just had to just talk. Just pretty much try to explain some of the things. And in it, I just remember I did show you guys, so I did open it. Sorry guys, there's just so many videos, so that's the reason why like I just forget some things I do in here because like a lot I've been doing. That's also why like I want to cut down a little bit, and not do too much as well. But yeah, especially because a lot of people not watching anyway, so it's the point where they pushing out content every day like that. Just keep 1 or 2 videos and let it sit there and everything, and then go from there, and also give me time because like I said, I've been keeping a little bit busy doing some other things in my life I've been wanting to do and stuff like that. So yeah, and but anyways, yeah. So back to this, and who else? And yeah, and then the guy they here from Orsted from the Middle Ages and everything like that. So yeah, so pretty much I would say all of them are good, but I would say like to me, my least favorite I would say would be the present day and the near future. Those two I wasn't too big on. But like I said, near future kind of like give me that Dragon Ball Z vibes, and also the Saga Frontier games because like one of the little map of the city you're in, the little town, it reminds me of Saga Frontier and everything like that, which I also played a lot recently. I think I spoke about it here on this channel because I have the remaster on the PS4 and everything physically as well that I got on Play Asia. So yeah, so speaking actually real quick, speaking of that, I saw that Octopath Traveler old trailer that they uploaded, Square Enix uploaded. I think it was earlier today or it was yesterday. I saw it today though, and everything like that. And I never knew that it was gonna be on the PS4 because I saw at the end it says it's gonna be on the PS4 as well. They said it's a free demo to try out. and everything like that. So I was like, okay. So I went on Amazon to check. They don't have it physically on the PS4 because I was actually originally getting the Switch One and everything, but they don't have it on there. GameStop don't have it, but PlayAsia does it. They do have it. So yes, I'm definitely to be getting that physically on the PS4. So that's another one. I don't know when it's gonna be released because I know PlayStation sometimes takes a while before you get those games. So I already know. Well, actually, yeah, it's gonna be way after the Black Friday. 'Cause I just remember next month the game comes out. Octopath Traveler comes out next month. I think on the 4th. So yeah, so definitely I could do. I probably definitely would have another pickups video for next month for you guys and everything like that. I want to say before Christmas and everything, or maybe after. That'll be another pickups video. So because I definitely want to get that game. I'm gonna have to get off of PlayAsia. Maybe I'll check eBay. Maybe they might have it too, because sometimes eBay do have some games you can pre-order and stuff like that. That's how I got that other game. That was it called, the Lunar Collection or whatever like that. But yeah, but anyways, yeah. So what's this? So yeah, so all yeah, I would say all the characters, like all their stories were good. But like my favorite I like was Edo Japan's with the ninja, the Wild West because it reminded me of Wild Arms, the prehistory because it reminded me of Chrono Trigger. The one in the distant future with Q because I like that. It reminded me, it had that Star Ocean slash Alien Isolation type thing going on there. That was cool, and the Middle Ages and everything like that. But yeah, so actually, I will just say this is cut down. I'll just say like the Middle Ages definitely, Edo Japan, and Distant Future and the Prehistory was my favorites. I would say that. But yeah. And yeah, so I really like the game. It's really good. Like I highly recommend it, and I really wish there was more games like this. The only other game I can think of at the top of my head when it comes to like more of like a modern type of like retro game, you would say, is the only one that comes to my head is Octopath Traveler. Definitely like similar to it, which of course is because it's Square Enix and everything right there. But yeah, so but I wanted to know if there's any other games like this one specifically, because this one's a little bit different from that one, and I actually like the formula of this one over Octopath Traveler. I like the battle system more in this one over Octopath Traveler. But the only positive I would say that Octopath Traveler has over this one is you have a big real map you can explore, and all the people that you play as, all these different people who have their own like side chapters or their own stories or their prologues or whatever. Like in this game, you can actually you can get them on your team. Actually, in this one you can too. I just remembered. Yeah, just remember that when you right now that I'm doing like the reverse or whatever in the dark realm with the character, whatever character you choose, you do find other characters that you played as well from different eras there. They somehow got like transported there, whatever like that, like teleported there and everything, and you can recruit them as well. So yeah, so cause right now I'm doing it with the ninja dude like I said, and I found Pogo, so I got him on my team. The guy from the near future, the anime dude or whatever that could read minds, and I have who's the other one I got? There was somebody else. Yeah, I think who was it again? Actually, no. So far, I just have those two. Yeah, so I'm missing one more person. Yeah, so never mind. I only got Pogo and him on my team. So yeah, and the guy from the near future. But yeah, so yeah, so it's similar, I would say, to the Octopath Traveler, but still a little bit different when it comes to that and everything because Octopath Traveler, like I said, was a bigger world, a big open world. So I mean, not big open world, a big world map, and everything like that. So that which is cool. And not I wouldn't even say overall, because that was the word I was looking for. Because I feel like a lot of these games don't have overalls. Like I remember I mentioned that before in the past video that I feel like only in the PS1 is where they really had like true overall games. Even PS2, but a lot of them was on the PS1. Like the Final Fantasy 7, we had a big overworld. You could explore and everything, and then you run to like the next town or whatever like that. Or you could find like a hidden dungeon or whatever on your way there, or like some hidden forest or whatever like that. I don't really see that nowadays in these modern games and everything. Everything I feel like is either you selecting a place to go to on a map and it brings you there, or you have like a little miniature world map or overall, whatever you want to call it, like how this game has it and everything like that. And even Octopath Traveler is like that too. You're not really on the overall. It's a big map, yes, but you're not really on the overall. You can actually run around or whatever, and just kind of like turn the camera different angles and look around the world or whatever, like how it was in Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9 and everything like that. So I miss those type of RPGs with overalls like that. But yeah, and speaking of those, I need to get some of those games back. I know 8 I already got because I remember I showed you guys a pickups video for that one. I need to get 9, and I got to see what those. There's a lot more on the PS1 I want to get, but yeah, but some of them are pricey. But yeah, but anyways, guys. So yeah, I'm talking about something else, but yeah, so that's it. So yeah, so that's my little review of Live Alive on the Switch one, and everything like that. Definitely a good game. I definitely highly recommend it. I do love the story. I love, well, each character story, I should say. I love that you can go to different eras. I love the battle system, which is really cool and unique. The music is really, really good. The animations for your taxes is really good as well, and everything like that. The towns, yeah, they could have been a little bit more big and alive because I feel like the towns are really tiny or whatever like that. But other than that, I still enjoy the game. I feel like this is the story, or I guess you could say the main story right now with in the Middle Ages with this Dark Ruler. So far, it's good. I like it and everything like that. And yeah, I definitely recommend this game and everything. I'd say it's worth the price. I mean, I paid what was like no 40, well you can say $50 on what's it, brand new on eBay and everything like that. You can get it cheaper if you want to use, but I got it for like $50 brand new that I use Klarna with and everything. So yeah, so finished paying it off now, I think. Or I think I have one more payment on it. But yeah, so I think it's worth it. You get a full game for the price and a really good one at that and everything like that. I mean, you get a true game, I should say. Sorry, a true physical game, for a good price and everything like that. And it's a good game and everything. It's really, really nice. Like, I love the story. It has this content. And I love it. I want to find more games like this. Definitely want to find more games like this. So yes, like I said, it's a good game right here. Pick it up if you guys haven't yet. So yes, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of Live Alive. If any of you guys have ever played it or you guys interested in it or whatever like that, let me know down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys next time for another episode. Take care.